going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go right back to him. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Rebels want to move quickly.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're working that left side. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll do it himself. Powers through the defender. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Inside the 30. At the 20, he's got space. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the fourth down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he makes his way out of bounds on the return. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Throwing, Mack. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like, the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Right back to the well. Finding some room. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Austin Mack bringing the heat. Got a man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. The give to the back. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll run the counter. Got enough for the first.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
Might as well give it to him again. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Mack fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. To throw, it's Mack. Just couldn't quite squeeze the interception, and man, did he have some daylight in front of him. 2nd down coming.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throwing, Mack. Caught behind the line. It's Riley. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one, 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lindsey.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to pass. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his 1st rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the 1st drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
The run inside. It's Riley. Fights off a defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They go play action with Russell. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
On the ground, it's Lacey. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They're dealing with a second and long. Running inside, it's Lacey. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches. Austin Mack. It's complete to the left.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Soft spot in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bama! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for room. It's Lacey. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. About set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes that Alabama offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the #1 thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Mack, under fire, and just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here we go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Alabama quickly back to the line. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. The throw to the outside is complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
Takes the handoff. It's Riley. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun on third down, it's Mack. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Lets it fly deep downfield. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Number 17, set to kick it away.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Throwing Mack. Looking for a huge play. He's got it up to 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Dropping back, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
949 Rockstar. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Out
of the gun to give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback may change this route. Austin Mack unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Mack from the gun on third down. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Run inside. It's Lacey. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. First down. Fires to the right. And wings it incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give on the counter, and he's dragged down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point was good.
31, Alabama, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Mack the sure hands. It's Rodgers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mack. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Motion from the back. A designed run for the quarterback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing Mack. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Well, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Goes high to pull it in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Coming out with it, it's Scott. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Austin Mack throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Offense a little backed up here. Boy, would it help to convert this third down. Dropping back, it's Mack. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense is obviously done.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Austin Mack. Throwing right. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Rebels. And the stomping has commenced.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Mack unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Sends it back in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Lacey. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue 30.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
29, White, 29.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lindsey. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And they tacked on the extra point.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun, the ground game. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Throwing Russell. Got a man. It's Rodgers. There he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Again, it's Mack. Throws for the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Here we go. Let's go.
Mack to throw for it on fourth. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into